This is an article from Grace Marriage. This is a marriage class that my wife and I are doing right now. And so this article is 4 ways to avoid a minimally acceptable marriage. So you may be thinking, we're doing okay, or we're fine. So a lot of couples are like that, and I think guys tend to be more sort of clueless about the state of the relationship than the women. So, but everything on this earth gradually deteriorates if it's not taken care of, if it's not maintained. It applies to your car. You don't take good care of it, then, or if you don't just take minimal care of it, then eventually it's going to be a piece of junk, and you're not going to even be able to drive it anymore. And so that's the way it is for your marriage as well. If you don't maintain it, if you don't take care of it, it is going to gradually deteriorate. Even if right now you're okay or you're fine, here's another thing you can do. Ask yourself, where are we right now on a scale of 1 to 10? And then also ask yourself, where were we on a scale of 1 to 10 when we first got together? You were probably a 10, and now you might only be a 6 or a 7. It is gradually deteriorating, and if you don't do something about it, it may end someday. So I'm going to put a link to this article down in the description. Here's a couple of passages of scripture: Ephesians 5:25 and Ephesians 5:32. This 5:25 is great. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. So this especially applies to you if you're a Christian, if you're a man of God. Love your wife like Christ loved the church. What did Christ do for the church? He died. So anything up to and including death, you should be willing to do for your wife. But sometimes living and sacrificing is harder than that instantaneous decision to die to save someone. So, but that's what we need to do. We need to try to love our wives as Christ loved the church. So, refuse to let fine be the standard. Here's one of the points. Don't be okay with fine, or with okay, or with good enough. Make it as good as it possibly can be. Number 2, pursue each other with godly intentionality. And I learned this years ago. The guy, in my opinion, guy is the leader. Guy needs to take the lead in virtually everything, spirituality included. But a guy needs to take the lead in maintaining the relationship. Number 3, build a marriage worth imitating. You want your children and your grandchildren to look at your marriage and say, that's the way it's supposed to be. Set the example. Number 4, choose growth over drift. So if we're not careful, we will drift. It's kind of like, this happens to me a lot when I'm driving down the road, the highway. When I start to feel the rumble strips under the tire, I'm drifting. Maybe I've had a micro sleep, kind of dozed off a little bit, or I've been distracted and I'm drifting. There are many things that can cause you to drift in your marriage. And so you want to try to make sure that doesn't happen. So check this article out and have a blessed life and a blessed marriage. Thanks for watching.